Hi, my name is Lucy Trueman. I'm an organisational psychologist and the founder of Trueman Change. And today's Psychology Friday video is all about the spectrum of people versus process, which I see playing out in different organisations in different ways at different levels. So what does that really mean? So at an individual level, we can measure people's individual differences in terms of whether they are more motivated by process approaches or whether they're more motivated by people. There's lots of personality profiling tools out there, mixed quality, I would say, and I think you do have to be careful about how you interpret them and how you then, you don't want to create kind of divisions within team of, I'm a red and you're a blue and all the rest of it. I'm sure you've all seen how that can play out if it's not handled well. But handled well, it does give you some insights. That's an individual level. I also see this spectrum playing out in terms of how we do change. So historically, we have driven change through tools like project and program management, which are very process driven. And even when we brought change management in, the change management tools that we use are often quite linear and explain a sequence of steps in their approach. So still quite processy, even though they're meant to be about people. The organisations that I see doing change well put people at the heart of it. So as well as applying the process that they need to get the rigour and discipline, they are also working at building the right culture in order for that change to succeed. So you can see how that's a shift on your attention where you really are thinking about the people side of it as well. And the third way I see it playing out is actually within organisations and how they run. So some organisations are very process driven and it's almost a faceless organisation. So you see this sometimes with kind of the banking sector where everything is forced through a process. But then other organisations, particularly when you look in local government at how we deliver care, we try to focus it on more of a human approach there. So there's something about being conscious of that and making your decisions about where you think you need to apply process and where you think you need to be more people driven. So it's an interesting spectrum to consider in different ways and at different levels. If you feel that you need some help with that, then get in touch and we can talk through whether it's at the individual level, whether it's how you do change, or whether it's as you're redesigning services. Where do you want that spectrum to land and how do you get the best of both? Because the reality is the world that we live in now, you need an element of process, but you need an element of people as well. So yeah, give it some critical thinking and let me know what you think.